Here, let's lighten the content a little bit. Here's a Texas secession.
I get asked all the time, when Texas leaves the Union, how in the world will it defend itself? Well, here's the good news. Most people don't even realize that Texas already has its own three-branch military, where our governor is commander-in-chief. In fact, you look at the prospect.
Motherfucker didn't even say, did he say if? No, he said when.
When Texas leaves the Union, how
He started off with when, dude. He didn't even say if Texas leaves the Union. He said when Texas leaves the Union. Oh, God. The Texas nationalist movement.
The world will it defend itself? Well, here's the good news. Most people don't even realize that Texas already has its own three-branch military, where our governor is commander-in-chief. In fact, you look at the prospects for an independent Texas and realize that if we spent the same amount of our GDP on defense spending as other NATO countries, we would have the 11th most well-funded military in the entire world. Texas has approximately 8 guns for every man, woman, and child on the soil of Texas.
Bro, none of these are good reasons, okay? This just straight up means that, like, if Texas seceded, the quality of life would diminish rapidly. If Texas seceded, it would be literally the Wild West, okay? Yee, brother. Like, there would be no money for the potholes. Everything would go to their fucking military spending. Dude, it's just, oh, God. We know what happens. Texas' lack of interest in being a part of the fucking energy grid unironically cucked them when winter happened last year.
Texas. And so let's be honest. Who in the world would be stupid enough to invade Texas? But it's really more important to think of it this way.
Okay. Who's the number one? If Texas is number 11 in arms and military funding, who's number one, you fucking idiot? Who's number one, even without Texas being there? Oh, that's right. The country surrounding the now seceded nation of Texas. That's right. The United States of America. What the fuck is he saying? Also, it just reminds me of the last time that, like, southern states tried to secede, including Texas, because then the same shit happened and they got their shit pushed in. Also, we know what happens when, like, gun-toting yee constitutionalists try to execute a fucking assassination attempt. It happened in New Mexico this week. It was pretty funny. We covered it yesterday. I'll give you some updates on it later.
Given the infiltration of wokeness and political correctness over military preparedness that's happening in the United States military right now, can you trust the federal government to defend Texas as it stands right now?
This is such a funny take. Dude, do you trust the fucking the 3%er hot dog motherfuckers to, like, defend the country from the largest military superpower? I mean, listen, if I'm living in Texas and I have thoughts of secession, I look to my left and I look to my right and I see motherfuckers on mobility scooters, okay? And I think to myself, this is going to be really hard to strap a fucking machine gun on top of this and turn it into a technical. Okay? Brother, you can't run a fucking mile. Fuck you mean? How are you going to defend the nation state of Texas? The fuck are you talking about? What do you mean?
Right now. The only way that we can ever guarantee that Texas will be well protected against external threats is Texit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. This guy's great. Let him cook, you know?